It's like the less
It's,
screen time, the less analysis you do, the more money you make. It's so weird, but the more time you spend behind the charts, a lot of times you'll have that analysis paralysis and you'll
yes.
be trading too much. It's just so sometimes having something else outside trading is definitely helps you to become a better
Yeah.
trader.
It's like a movie. It's already been played out, so you can actually, rewind it and see where your support and resistance are. So you don't need to,
Right.
sit there and look at the charts. So if you just come for 1 hour, 2 hours, if nothing's there, come back, look at it for another hour, and then, if your setup's there, go for it. If not, just leave it. Come back the next day.
All right, welcome everyone to the Farbest YouTube channel for yet another interview with a funded trader. This time we're going to talk with Jimmy. He had a funded account and he's currently also on the second phase of his challenge. So we're going to talk about that. Welcome, Jimmy. How's it
Yeah.
going?
Thank you. Thank you. Good yourself.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Doing
That's
great.
good.
Thanks.
Cool.
So maybe you could let the audience know a little bit about yourself, your trading background. How did you get into trading and all of that fun stuff?
So I've basically been like a carpenter handyman all my life since I was young. And then I started trading or I started looking at charts about 10 years ago, I reckon. Looking at it, charts 10 years ago. I was actually playing around with some demo accounts. And then obviously, won some trades and I got into a live account and started losing some live accounts. And then, I looked into a program, my mentor, who's my mentor now, who's teaching me. So he's teaching me now still. I'm actually looking to start my own online course to teach actually new beginners. So and then I started getting into prop firms, and then I got funded with FTMO about 4 years ago or 3 years ago. So I got a payout from them, and then you guys, and then who else? And that's it at the moment. So
Nice. You
yeah,
you did you so you said you started becoming interested in looking at charts about 10 years ago.
about
Where
to go, correct.
right, so when did you decide to get a mentor? How long into that journey?
I think it was about 3 years down the track. So I was on and off sort of thing. I'm like, oh, this stuff isn't for me sort of thing. But obviously, I wasn't taught, how to trade. So I thought I'd look into it. And then, I found someone. And then ever since then, my trading's been pretty good and been pretty consistent. Look, like we all, lose accounts here and there and go into drawdown but it's been, pretty consistent at the moment.
Would you say that you need a mentor to become profitable in trading?
It was more just an online course, but I identify him as my mentor sort of thing because I just, I always email him, if I'm in trouble or if I'm going through something and, he's always, supported me. So yeah,
Yeah, no, I think it's quite important to have
yeah.
someone
Oh,
to
definitely. Yeah.
because there's a lot of information out there. I mean, there is a lot of free stuff on YouTube as well that you can go up and you can look it up and you can probably become profitable just checking out all the free content that is out there. But having someone to kind of point you in the right direction and tell like this is what you should be focused on and all of that. So okay, so you did have an account with us in the past. You unfortunately lost that one, but I saw that you did get some pretty impressive payouts on that one, up to 17K, I
Correct.
believe, on that
Yeah.
one, and you also scaled it once. So
Yes.
maybe you could walk us through like what was that feeling like, getting the funded account and actually being able to get payouts and actually being able to make real money from this?
Oh, I can't really explain it. So how good it felt to actually get the payout, and you get a bit like nervous as well, or you're like, oh, is it actually going to come through to my account? Like, is this another prop firm that's going to scam me? And then when you see it actually come to your account, you're like, oh my God, thank you.
Yeah,
So
and it's
yeah,
amazing. You're just
it is, and especially you guys as well. Like one of the best out there. Like I've loved trading with you guys so far. So I've been with many prop firms, and you guys have been up there. So
thank you. I really do appreciate that. And I've been here with the Fibers now for a year as well, and it's been the best
that's
job ever. Really do enjoy it. The team is
oh,
great.
keep doing what you
Eh,
guys are doing. So
Yeah, I can really I really relate to that. First time you get that payout, and it's like all you're doing is really you're drawing some lines on chart, and you're looking at price going up and down, and you're just pressing a couple of buttons, and all of a sudden you have 10K in your
yeah,
account. It's
correct. And especially if
it's
you could build that up to, scale it up to the $4 million account that you guys have,
yeah.
it's going to be a long journey, but if you could get there, like, those numbers would be crazy. So, and they'll be life changing as well.
It really would. It really would.
Yeah,
And we do see that a lot of people, the ones that do reach it to the max funding, they're obviously it takes a while to do so, but there is
correct. Yeah,
certain things that you gotta have. I mean, risk management for one is a
that's
number
number
one
one. Yeah,
priority. Yeah, definitely.
one, two trades a day, depending if your setup's there. That's it.
Absolutely, and it's waiting
Yeah,
for
yeah,
price to do what you want to do, and not try to force price to do what you want, right?
correct. Yeah.
You said that you before you went into trading, you were a carpenter, and are you trading full time right now, or you doing anything else on the side?
I still run my business. This is more a part-time thing, but my goal this year is to completely get rid of that and focus on trading and travel around a little bit. So that's my goal, and obviously start an online course for purely new beginners because I just want to mold someone into me sort of thing and teach them how to trade.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
wonderful. And
yeah,
what I wanted to comment is like a lot of people that there are a lot of people have the dream of becoming a full-time trader, but most of the traders that I talk to in India, they're doing something else as well. They're not only
yeah,
trading, and you're talking about how you're trading on the side, and maybe you're looking to start some
correct,
maybe an online community or a course or something like that, which
correct.
it's because I feel like when you're trading in the right way, if you're not like an intraday scalper and you're just glued to the charts at all time, when you're trading correctly, you have a lot of time. Like you have a lot of time to do other things. And
Other things, yeah.
yeah, do you perhaps have any access to TradingView or the Fiverr's dashboard or anything like that? We can perhaps take a look at a couple of example trade setups.
I can, yes, I can share my screen on my platform on the MT4 that I got.
Yeah.
So I basically use MT4 because I pretty much got all the indicators on there. And to convert all that to MT5 is just a headache. So
Yeah.
I don't really have anything to show like my EMAs and all the Asian highs and the Asian lows on MT5.
Are you doing all your analysis within MetaTrader? You're not looking at TradingView?
No, just MetaTrader. Yeah, MT4. Those are all my
And are you using like a copy trader to copy the trades between different accounts?
No, this is all, I just wait. So this is Asian time here, and I basically wait for maybe 30 to about 60 minutes for my trade setup. And I'll look at the EMAs as well. So I'm looking at trends as well. So for example, these are some of my setups here. So basically it's like, this is probably about an hour after Asia. I just look at the EMAs. We've got a downtrend, and then I'd look at the crossover here with our TDI crosses the 50 line. If it crosses the 50 line and we're all in a downtrend and all the EMAs are below, then this would be my trade here. And I'd go for 20 to 50 pips, depending how it acts with 13 EMA.
Right. So you're looking at the Asian session, and then you have EMAs, and you're looking for a trend, some sort of potential trend or a break
Yes,
of the range.
correct. I just basically trends and a break of this range here. If you can see the dotted line here, that's the 50 level. So once that TDI, the green line, breaks through that 50, that's when I go for my trade. This stuff is a little bit messy here as well. That wouldn't be a trade, but I basically trade as well off the EMAs and extreme highs and lows. And I just wait for the second leg of the double top, whatever you want to call them. But I'll just call them M and W.
Yeah, I like that. The double tops and the double
Yeah,
bottoms. I also,
correct.
I like to call them the M's and the W's.
And
They
W's,
are
yeah,
very reliable in the forex
correct,
market. And I
correct.
also personally trade a system where you're looking for a move down to like 20 EMA, and then found a
Yeah,
double bottom and like a break and read and stuff that neckline. And it
yep,
feels like it feels like you're trading a bit discretionary.
correct. A little bit, yes.
So you have your indicators, and you kind of know what the indicators are doing, and then you're trading discretionary based on all the different signals that you might get from the indicators. I do see that you have a lot of indicators on here. Which indicators are you using?
Basically, the 800 EMA, the 200 EMA, the 50 EMA, the 13 EMA, and these are just some sessions. So that white box is just Asian. From here to here is London, and this is New York. And I don't never
Right.
trade after New York. So and it's not a good time for me anyways. It's about 2, 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. I think.
Right, you're in Australia.
Yeah, correct.
So the
But yeah, sorry, go on.
so you're trading within the Asian session, right?
After. So this is the Asian.
After.
I wait pretty much an hour after Asian, and then I'll wait for my setup somewhere here. So this is like a perfect example here. So we're in a uptrend with a 50 and a 200 EMA. I don't really look at that 800. It's not a big deal for me. And then obviously once it breaks through the 50, this is where I enter my trade, and you've got nearly 25 pips here. So I try aim for 20, but depending on the setup, if I think it's going to go more, then I'll set my target for 50 pips. But I've been looking at these charts for a long time.
Right. So do you have any specific entry triggers, like anything specific that you, when you see it, you know that you have a trade?
Yeah, just basically an M or W off the EMAs, and if it breaks the second leg, if the third leg breaks second leg, I'll enter then as well.
All right. And what's your risk management like? Do you have any specific risk management strategies?
1 to 1.5% of the account.
Right. And how do you deal with drawdowns? Because are you limiting the risk if you go down into drawdown?
Well, look, I used to when I used to build my accounts, I used to like put 10 trades on a day sort of thing. So I'd risk 0.5 or 1. Sometimes I'd win some and I'd be stuck there watching the charts for hours, and then I tackled that and I spoke to someone about it, and then we came up with a game plan. Now I just basically look at the charts for 1 to 2 hours, and I put 1 to 2 trades on a day, and that's it. Even if I lose or win, I still come back the next day. So that's the way I deal with it. So basically I'm just losing about 2%. So if I'm on a losing day.
Right, so you're trying to battle over trading, right? You're trying to battle over trading by limiting the number of trades per day. And the system, or have you, when developing this type of trading, have you done a lot of back testing to figure out what works?
Yes, mainly 20 pips is my target. So I try aim for that at the moment. I used to just let it ride and just wait for the candles to pretty much close the 13 EMA. And sometimes it'll just close pretty early, then I'll enter again. But now I'm just aiming for 20 to 50, depending on the setup. If I think it's extreme lows or extreme highs, I'm pretty much targeting 50 pips.
All right, interesting.
If I see my setups and
And we talked also in the beginning, we talked about you had a 100K high stakes account. You scaled that to 150K and did manage to get quite a decent size of withdrawal from those accounts. But could you maybe tell us, because this happens to everyone at some point in their career, blowing accounts, losing funded accounts. So maybe you could explain what happened there? Why do you think you lost that account? Because that might be helpful for other people who want to make sure that they're not repeating that.
Yeah, I think it just could be things during a day, like work would stress you out, or something would stress you out, or you might have like bills, like in the past, and you're pretty much struggling for a little bit for a few months, and I'll be like, oh shit, I need to make money, sort of thing, and that would like trigger you and make you stand at the computer for hours and hours and hours, and you'd be like, oh, I need to find something, I need to find a trade, and then you end up, putting a trade on, then it loses, and so you just got to be in a clear mindset, sort of thing. So.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think you're absolutely right there with the idea of most people, when they lose an account, you ask them, why did you lose the account? It's not like they're going to say, oh, my system just decided to not be profitable. It's mostly that, it's mostly that I made these mistakes, and 99% of the time, those mistakes will be based on things like you talked about, essentially some type of underlying stress, and also being maybe a bit too reliant on trading. And this kind of goes back to what we talked about, having some, viewing trading as a, side hustle until you have made enough money and built a buffer and things like that. Because the stress of needing to make money won't make you any money at all,
It's exactly like gambling, if you go to the casino, you just keep putting money down. You might hit, but it's not going to work.
Do you have any maybe previous trades here you want to show if possible?
So I've got a trade happening right now at the moment. I've got on Euro. Here's a perfect example here. So this is pretty much my second trade for the day. I'll pull that down. Can you see that there?
Yep, I can see it.
Yep. Yeah, so that's basically one trade there that I've got active at the moment. So we'll pull it up on this screen. So basically I had my M structure here. It's got extreme highs, so I've pretty much entered here and just waiting for it to, go to the 200 EMA or the 800 EMA. That'll be my target.
Right. Okay. And where would you put the stop loss on that?
Just above here. So that's about, what do I have it at? So 20 pips is my stop loss, and yeah, going for it here.
So the idea here
About
is
40
sort of a mean reversion type of trade where you're looking for a move that you might see as overextended and you're looking to fade it.
Correct. Yes.
Right. And what pairs are you trading? Is there specific pairs? Are you trading all the Forex pairs, or?
I'm just GBP, USD, Euro, USD, UJ, and a little bit of gold too. So gold is good to me sometimes. Yeah, when the setup is there. So
Yeah,
moves quick.
gold can be very good
yeah.
when there's a setup. Yeah. So
Correct.
and we're looking at the 15-minute right now. Are you looking at other time frames, or is it only the 15 minutes?
I'm looking at the 30 and the 5 at the moment. So, and yeah, this is the extreme highs that I was talking about. This is where I enter, and this is my second trade. If it doesn't work out, I'm off until tomorrow.
All right, nice. Yeah. Well, I think we have a pretty good overview of the way you're trading here, and it's very interesting looking at the charts here and getting to know your trading style a little bit more here. Well, I know we talked previously as well with about the idea of mentors and you having a mentor. Is there one thing that your mentor taught you that kind of stands out? Something that you think the most important thing that you took with you from that mentoring experience or that course?
Yeah, it would just be patience. Not over trading and coming in the next day, and just risk management. That's all it is. So I mean, the setups are there. It's just how you're going to manage them. So
I think that's.
And I forgot to say as well, I trade on the 0 figures as well. So depending on where it's going, because this is at the 0 figure.
Could you explain that a little bit? What do you mean with zero?
So the 0 figure, so it's on a big number at the moment, so 8,400. So I see how it goes to like the 500s and the 800s, the last digits.
Right. Okay, so you're looking at you could say almost you're looking for like even like round even numbers.
Yeah, even numbers, correct. Especially around the triple 0 figures or the 0 figures, because they play around a lot there. You'd see it a lot on the charts as well, on the 500 and the 0.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. I like that. The idea of kind of looking at, because those are a lot of times those are the levels that institutions will be looking at, if they have
access a little bit of support.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's definitely interesting. Well, okay. I would like to ask you one final question. If you have any, you kind of touched on it already, patience and risk management, but is there any for new traders watching this and first of all looking to maybe learn more about you? Do you have any socials anywhere where people can follow you?
Yeah, they can probably reach me on my Instagram. It'll be Dimitri_J_Helvartis.
I'll be adding the link to your Instagram in the description of the video. And then finally, any advice to new traders? What do you think? What's the most important thing that a new trader should focus on?
Starting on a demo account and just continue it until you actually got a profitable trade set up and plan as well. So because I used to have no plan and for many years, and that sort of stuffed me up. So until you've got a winning strategy, just and just wait for that and then bring it onto a live account. So
yeah, I think that's great advice. How long would you say that you should be profitable on a demo account before going in live?
Look, some people can pick it up easy as well. I'd say 3 to 6 months is a good target. If you can be profitable, then I'll start in about 6 months. So.
Right. Yeah. I think that sounds good. I would say somewhere between two and 6 months if you're able to be profitable.
Well, look, when I actually started learning as well properly from my coach, I was actually profitable probably 8 months down the track, sort of thing. But this was part-time for me as well because I run a business and I was pretty busy. So yeah.
Sometimes being busy is a good thing for trading though, because the less I see sometimes the less time you actually focus on trading, the more profitable you're going to be. So the less
correct. Yeah.
It's like the less
It's,
screen time and the less analysis you do, the more money you make. It's so weird, but the more time you spend behind the shots, a lot of times you'll
yeah.
have that analysis paralysis and you'll
Yes.
be trading too much. It's just so sometimes having something else outside trading is definitely helps you to become a better
Yeah.
trader.
It's just it's like a movie. It's already been played out, so you can actually, rewind it and see where your, support and resistance are. So you don't need to,
Right.
sit there and look at the charts. So you can just come for 1 hour, 2 hours. If nothing's there, come back New York, look at it for another hour, and then, if your setup's there, go for it. If not, just leave it. Come back the next day.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
Yeah.
I like that analogy of
Yeah.
being a movie and just
Yeah.
checking that replay. Just well, I wish we could go forward though.
Yeah, yeah, all good. Well, look, I'm stopped out, so
All right.
that's it for my trading today.
I guess that's a great way to end the interview as well. You can stop
Exactly.
that. That's
So
it. Well, it is what it is.
yeah,
Just it's just another trade.
yeah,
All right, man.
exactly. Back tomorrow.
Thank you for joining us here today, and thank you for watching, everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to follow Jimmy or Dimitrios, you can check out. So his name is Dimitrios, but we call him Jimmy. Okay. Yeah,
Prefer Jimmy.
yeah. All right.
It's a Greek thing, so
Okay, his name is Jimmy. You check out the
yeah,
link in the description to his Instagram. Go follow him, and I would like to wish you, good luck on the challenge that you're currently in, and
thank
hopefully
you.
we'll see more of you in the future when you get that account, and also scaling that account as well.
Yep. We'll have another interview when I'm reaching the higher accounts.
Yeah, let's do that, man. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, buddy. See ya.
Hi guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. Now make sure you like and subscribe, and most of all, go into the YouTube and check our other content that we provide here at the Fivers. We'll see you in the next one.